I have the original key cylinder. Hopefully it works. Here goes nothing. 3, 2, 1. What's up, guys, and welcome back to Counter Steer Garage. Don't ask, I thought it was a cool name. Hey, you remember this thing? Because I kind of forgot about it, but I tripped over it the other day and I was like, oh hey, I should work on that. So here we are. I'm gonna preface this by saying all of the clips in this video kind of take place over the course of like 4 days and like 5.5 weeks. So there may not be like full continuity here. It's gonna be kind of a mess. Movie magic. I'm gonna do a little editing and try and get it as comprehensible as possible. But here we go. Today we're wiring. We've already cut, would you say like a pound or two?
Maybe a pound.
We've cut out about a pound of copper so far and working on more. This is the rat's nest we're working with. Just trying to simplify and add lightness, eliminate things like ABS.
Can we do ABS? No, we can't do ABS.
No.
I have the ABS pump. There's an extra wheel on this car. There's two extra wheels. Only one of them's gonna be able to have a brake disc on it.
Oh, yeah, because then we would need to do... All right, we're not doing ABS. I'm working on extending the rectifier because we're gonna get it a little farther away from the engine. And Matt is de-pinning the connectors that go to the left side switch.
Left side lever.
I hope it starts when we're done. Kind of really doing a lot of hacking, so... I guess we'll see. So working on doing a little extending on the harness. Now this is the harness that came out of the front end of the bike. So it went behind the front fairing. It has the gauge cluster, which we're reusing for the car. Starter, relays, and the tip sensor is all in this harness. So adding about 3 feet to this so that we can keep this harness in the front of the car and then send it right back under the seat to meet the rest of the harness. All right. Like 2 hours later, but it's done. And it looks pretty good. Here, I'll lay it out for you. So here it is. These go into the main engine harness and then it follows back. And you have a cluster of things up here. This goes into the gauge cluster. You have some starter relays, the ambient temp sensor, which I think would be a cool touch to put that back in there, and the tip sensor, which I think is broken. So I need a new one. Let's go put this in the car. And this is the front end wiring harness here, which had all of the headlights and things in it as well, but we cut it down. This is the tip sensor, 2 relays, and we kind of slimmed this down a bit. Now, when we did this, removed about 3.5 pounds worth of wire. So a decent weight savings, and also cleaned it up. I mean, this didn't need to be right there. You know what I'm saying? So we took it all out. Went on eBay, got a gauge cluster. I would like to carry over as much of the old bike as possible. So using a gauge cluster from the bike is kind of a cool touch. It's gonna be cool to reuse the key from Aurora. You know, I'm trying to keep as much of the bike here as possible. So it'll be kind of cool to use Aurora's key with the keychain I made. So we have the factory ECU here. We're gonna probably do like Velcro or something and stick it right to the inside of this tray. This tray is gonna stay and the seat's gonna go over it, and we're basically gonna use this tray as our electronics tray. So the fuse box is gonna go in there, the battery and things like that. Didn't want to mount the rectifier in here because that needs to see some cool air. So that's gonna go over here on the side pod. The radiator will be up front here. It'll be leaned forward a bit, and we'll have a scoop that comes up so that the air actually comes up and escapes before it hits the rectifier and kind of exits out of the top of the side pod. So over here, we have a couple of splices here and there just from cleaning things up. We follow this over here. This is the right grip. Now we are going to eliminate this grip entirely, but we need to know what wires go to what so that we can have a on-off switch on the dash and engine start switch on the dash. So we still have to figure that out, but for now it's just kind of plugged in there. Also plugged in is the original key. We are gonna remount this, so that should be kind of cool. Then we have the fuse box, which we cleaned up a little bit and rearranged so that it houses just the things that we need. For some reason, the clock is important because it powers the gauge cluster. The illumination also powers the gauge cluster. This is the starter solenoid. This heavy wire goes to the starter. Everything on the engine is still connected where it belongs. That should be easy. We really just gotta put the airbox on top. And other than that, it should be good to go. So to kind of cap off this video, I wanna make sure this all works. So the moment of truth, we're gonna turn on the key and see if the dash comes on. Everything is plugged in. I have the battery out of my new VFR powering the car, and I have the original key cylinder. So I'm gonna flip this on and hopefully, yeah, monologue over. Here goes nothing. 3, 2, 1. Yes! That's pretty cool. It works. I'm stoked about that. So we really just gotta complete the interior now, tidy up the wiring, loom everything up, switchboard up here, but we don't really want to do much to the interior yet until we figure out the rest of it. So I think a seat is in order, figure out where the pedals are gonna go. So for now, I think we're done here. We have power! Yeah, good things coming. We're focused again. We're gonna work on this thing. We're not gonna stop. And there's gonna be more videos. So hit that subscribe button, hit that little like button, because this is awesome. I'll see you guys next time.
You know what I was thinking? If you really want to get something universal with like your YouTube page to make it a bit more like, not just like your name. Like it's like right now your Instagram, your YouTube is just like Brian Walsh. But if you just called it literally just Brian's Garage. Oh, really?
It's B-roll, man.
You know, just like your YouTube
actually-
handle is Brian's Garage. And it's like all the shit we do.
That's what I wanted, something like universal like that. That's why I actually looked up Apex Garage, and that's already a channel, and they're better than me. They have 3,000 followers. So,
fuck them.
because Apex Garage would fucking work.
Spins off the mouth.
But like, yeah, something like that.
I think like literally like that. Like I'm thinking like, because a lot of times these channels that have like cool names like don't have getting big followers, and like B is for build. Stupid name for a channel, awesome channel.
Yep.
Like, they just-
Donut Media.
Yeah,
Like I've never seen an actual donut on that channel. Nobody eats donuts.
Nobody
does donuts. Like it's just James having a mental breakdown about fast wagons or something.
Yeah.